It says you can, you will. Only thing is, you can't and you won't. And why? Because you're not on PD. Coach Greg, in today's video, a natty or not on none other than Ashton Hall Official. Guy has 1.7 million followers on Instagram and has an incredible physique. And so it begs to reason, or is this guy just trying to do people? Or as the commenters say that I'm going to say, guy just has elite level genetics. Looking at his physique, I see no outward signs of PD use. He does not have acne, skin looks great, hasn't lost hair, doesn't have overdeveloped traps and delts as many people think are signs of steroid use when they're actually not. And he's not super dry and not overly vascular. Is that proof that the guy's natural? Of course not. And so he seems to maintain a year-round condition somewhere between 8 and 9% body fat. That is truly remarkable. The guy has a ton of size. And so why would anyone think this guy is a natural? He has no outward signs of using steroids, except for the fact the guy looks like a pro bodybuilder. But is it because of his elite level genetics and the way he trains? After all, 8-time Mr. Olympia champion Ronnie Coleman, he was able to build a physique even better than this while natural. The guy turned pro as a natty. He then went on PDs and became one of the best, if not the best bodybuilder of all time. And so let's first look back at his genetics. Was this guy built when he was younger? How did he do?
Stay focused. Don't listen to nobody.
Okay, and so with years of training under his belt, he's clearly an intermittent or advanced trainer at this point. The guy looks absolutely amazing. And at this point, he's reached an impressive physique. Age 23, 183 pounds. Look at this guy's physique. Clearly, the hard work has paid off. And so it goes without saying, this guy, he does in fact have elite level genetics, better than 99% of the population. 183 pounds, 3 years ago. 35 pounds later, life suddenly changed for me. Who's with me? And so after already acquiring all those newbie gains, when it's in fact possible to gain a ton of muscle early in your lifting career, he then suddenly puts on 36 pounds of muscle in 3 years. All while staying shredded. And arguably, it may have been more than 35 pounds of muscle. He looks to have gotten even leaner 3 years later than he was at the beginning. How is it possible to suddenly put on this much muscle, this much size later on in your lifting career? Had you first joined the gym at age 23, had hardly any muscle, and put on a ton, well, that would make sense. You have great genetics coupled with newbie gains, and bammo, you put on a ton of muscle. But this was done later in his lifting career, and so it stands to reason that the sudden change was probably the result of using PEDs. But we can't conclude the guy's on PEDs as of yet. Let's look at his workouts. And so let's see, how does he exactly tell people to train and how does he train? Burn up to 500 calories in under 20 minutes. Really? And so to do that, you have to average over 416 watts. And in case you don't know just how impressive that is, I can't even come close to doing that. And I've been training, sprinting, riding bikes for over 4 years, and I'm competing at a high level. 416 watts, or about 500 calories in 20 minutes. The best cardiovascular athletes in the world, yes, they can do it. But not doing this. Flailing around the gym, jumping, hopping around. You're not burning 500 calories in 20 minutes. For the most part, average person, if you're lucky, perhaps 200, not 500. I must stress to you guys how promised results will be from having structured program designs for you. It's a game changer. And honestly, how I've managed to build my physique the way I have over the years. Really? And so you built that incredible physique, jumping around, doing toe touches, planks, burpees, and so on. That's your secret? Hit cardio? Really? It only takes 90 days for a full transformation. Ashton's found the secret. Jump around, hit cardio, 20 minutes, 500 calories, you're gonna get shredded, build 36 pounds of muscle. It's guaranteed. No problem. You all can do it. And so the problem is, it says you can, you will. Only thing is, you can't and you won't. And why? because you're not on PDs. And even with the PDs, perhaps 99% of you will not get these results. And so just because your favorite fitness influencer, who seems to run almost as fast as Ben Johnson, but twice the size of Ben, and Ben failed for PDs, just because he says something doesn't mean it's true. People want to know how I went from 25% body fat to 9%, and all the while adding 20 pounds of muscle in 1 year. Steroids. We know it's steroids. Think of it. Do you really think a guy who has this much experience, who's not a newbie, is going to suddenly go from 25% body fat to 9 while adding 20 pounds of muscle in a year? And so what really shocked me is that people can't see right through this. You really think this guy dropped 17% body fat, all the while adding 20 pounds of muscle while being natural, doing toe touches, jumps, and HIIT cardio? And do you really think that's how he really trains in the real world? He looks like Superman chasing a train. He looks like Ben Johnson, only with double the muscle and more athletic, faster than half the guys in the NFL. All while doing HIIT cardio? Really? HIIT, jumping around, burning 500 calories. But no, I promise, that's how I built my physique. And so what are my conclusions? My conclusions are this. I believe the guy was natural up to the age of 23 and developed a world-class physique, and then decided, hey, I want to push my physique to the next level. I'm going to go on PDs, not tell anyone about it. I'm going to make a mind-blowing transformation. I'm going to go from 25% to 9% in 6 months while adding 20 pounds of muscle in a year. And I'll keep it going, and in 3 years goes from 183 to 218 pounds while staying shredded the entire time. And not only that, actually getting leaner. And so if you think this guy's natural, well, you're probably in the 5% of people who also thought the Liver King was natural. Perhaps you're Paul Salentino.
Didn't you know, Paul, about the steroid use? The answer is no.
Are you really that gullible? Hopefully not. Now, if you want a supplement that can actually help you with your cardio, become a better butter burner. No, not burn 500 calories in 20 minutes, but actually make a significant difference in your health, that has human studies, double-blind, randomized, placebo-controlled studies that show exactly how beneficial this really is. And so whether you want it for anti-aging properties in order to ward off age-related illnesses, or you're just looking to improve your health, or you're an athlete trying to race faster than last time on the bike, well, look no further than GO2 Max, code Greg, 10% off. Click the link in the description. And so let me know in the comment section, is there a single person out there that believes Ashton Hall Official is actually natural? Or are you all in agreement with Coach Greg? Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, and please subscribe. Do it now. Do it. Do it now. Subscribe. Watch those 2 bloops. And remember, the cookbooks, training books, the Circle diet book, coaching plans by me and my team. Click the link in the description. Code Greg, 10% off. And until next time, I'm out.